Hi folks, just back with the next video here for the Atletico Madrid season, second season at the club in this 5 league challenge, and yeah, just season trotting along. Came through that Champions League game, another one of those irritating draws with Real Sociedad there. Dealt with Bayern Munich in the Champions League, and this is what I'm pointing out, like this, we're like destroying teams in Europe, but we're struggling in the league, although we're not struggling, but the performances are not great. This was 2-0 to Zaragoza at half time, and we came back to 3-2. Fair enough, but I don't know. I'm a bit concerned. Like, we've got 11 games left. We have got an 80-point lead, but I just feel like something's going to go wrong with that, the way they've been playing. But never mind. I'm maybe just overthinking it there. But we've got Arsenal in the Champions League quarter-finals, and then we've got Valencia here in the Spanish Cup semi-final. So we'll play through these games, see how we got on. Still nothing happening really in Italy, although Milan and Fiorentina slightly insecure there, but we'll keep monitoring that. And got a couple of injuries here to Yakubu and Nano. This guy's still out for a wee bit. That's going to be his season finish actually. He's out for 3 months, which is annoying because he was really coming into some good form. But here we go, we'll see how we got on against the Arsenal. Opening goal. So what we don't want here is an away goal conceded, but it's always a possibility. Francis Jeffers, jeez, oh. He's actually pretty good in this game. Like, his career didn't obviously go the way it was expected when he came from Everton as a youngster to Arsenal, but he's pretty good in this game actually. So we'll try a couple of changes here. Crespo's not had a try for a while. See, he's improving. His finishings went up to 18, but Torres, that's not happening with him. 15 goals, I suppose, isn't too bad, but it's not what you'd expect from a prime Fernando Torres. So yeah, we have conceded that away goal and a second one. So yeah, it's all going Pete Tong, as they say in this one. Not a good result at all, because we're going to have to go over to London and score a couple, or we're going to be exiting Europe, unfortunately. So I think I'll just be looking for the first route into Italy now. The way it's saying, even like one of these larger clubs like Sampdoria or Bari, even though it would mean potentially a season in Serie B, like there might still be time to get them promoted. Bari there, because the top 4 go up, I believe. Atalanta, smaller club, but it'd be something to do, something like a challenge there. And the longer I stay in Spain, like there's no guarantees that like one of the elite clubs in Italy would take you. So for the purposes of getting through the 5 leagues, I think I'll just bite the bullet and take any kind of half decent club in Italy, even if I had to spend a season just getting the team right there. Get a few wins on the board in the league though, and we should be okay. 10 games left, and that would leave us 8 ahead with a game in hand, so that's tidy enough there. and the priority is always the league, of course. So, solid 3-0 win, but then we should be beating Cordoba, who I've never heard of. So, can't read too much into that one. To be expected, really. And there we go, so we've got... No, they're still very insecure, Barry Sampdoria. I thought they became available. I'd love to see that Milan job come up, but might be waiting a while on that. And Valencia away in the cup. We've got Babangida back for that. So we're good to go with that. And this will be a bit of a tough one. Yeah, a few lacklustre performances really, so if I do end up still at Madrid, Atletico Madrid next season, I'm gonna need to kind of freshen things up a bit. Maybe didn't do enough in the transfer market at the start of the season. I mean, I had money sitting there, but if the right players are not there that are going to be better than what you have, then you end up just spending money for the sake of it. A bit like Chelsea are doing just now. So 1-0 to Valencia there. I suppose it's not a disaster, but we're coming from behind in both these cup ties, folks, so might be a bit of a kind of lacklustre season here after the highs of last year. Just seems that there's maybe not enough creativity in that centre midfield role. I don't know if Yakubu's maybe not as great as I thought. Would maybe want to go out and spend all the cash on somebody like Agahawa in the summer. But we're ready to go with that one. Oh, there we go. AC Milan job's popped up. So let's get right in for that one. And Deportivo are without manager at the moment, so they must be struggling a bit, so hopefully we'll win our 3 points here. Just to kind of keep that lead up in the league and over Valencia there. Thing is with that Milan job as well, even if I don't get the Milan job, it'll likely go to another Italian manager, maybe the Parma manager or something like that, and then we can go for that one as well. So one up here, hopefully just get another one. I want to put this one to bed here. ourselves something for a late equaliser here, I think. If we can hang on, there we go. Another goal for Caliao. And that's now a 10-point lead with a game in hand, so I'm liking the look of the league at least. We're looking pretty safe there for that. And let's just see what happens with these Italian jobs. Right, so we're a goal behind on aggregate, but Arsenal have got 2 away goals from that first game, so we need to score 2 here no matter what. So going to need a good start for one thing. So 0-0 at half time. Got to turn on the magic in the second half here, so I'll make a wee change on the left wing spot for Fernandes coming in. But the clock is ticking, and Arsenal have scored, so still need 2 goals to take it to extra time, so that doesn't change it that much, but just doesn't look. There we go, red card for Babangida. I think it's all over. Yep, so just didn't seem to have enough there for the Champions Cup, which surprises me because we coasted through those groups and then you get into the knockout stage, but sometimes you just come up against a team that does you, and that's exactly what's happened here. So yeah, a couple of players getting 5 out of 10 match ratings there, which is pretty brutal. And it's the younger ones that I've brought in as well. So maybe a lesson learnt there is you can't win anything from the kids. Who was it that said that? Alan Hansen, famously about Man United. He was proven wrong in that example, but Basic. Do you know what? Well, we'll maybe sell him. He's 28 and he's not been playing, so we'll see if they come back with just a cash offer. Still no decision on the Milan job, folks, but we're hopefully at least in the running. And Villarreal here. So no more European games anyway, that's that done and dusted. And we'll just be running down the games in the league. Babangida back out again, and Yakubu, and we'll put these guys on the bench then. Right, so should just be another few league games to wrap this one up. We definitely need to strengthen a bit if I'm still here next year. Should be more goals involved though, because I've already got Jalpaiva coming in for that striker spot. Still got a game in hand, 10-point lead if it stays like this. There we go, so finally getting some more kind of dominant performances in the league then, which is good in the run in, because if you're winning the league then you can't not say that that's a success. I mean, it was we kind of limped out of Europe there after looking like we were going to be really in with a shout there. It's a good fight. That's probably the best win we've had in a while, 5-1 there. No scraping it through on that one. And it doesn't look like we've got this Milan job. It's obviously went to somebody else. Yep, Cagliari. Where do we want to go to Cagliari? They'd actually won the Italian league in 1970, yeah. Why not? Give it a go. You know what, I'm going to take that though, because he's 30 now, and I was planning on shipping him out anyway, so that's fair enough. Yeah, we'll just take that as well, because they're both on the bench. We'll bring in younger players, provided we're still here. Right folks, so yeah, we'll just wrap that video up here, because it looks pretty obvious that we're going to win the league now. 10-point lead. We're not got any European games, so the team will be fresher. There's only really, well, that's at Barcelona away, Real Madrid at home, but could be wrapped up quite tidily there. So yeah, we'll come back in the next video, whether it's a new job or just to see, you know, if we get to that Spanish Cup final and the kind of the league run in. So yeah, thanks for watching again. Unfortunately out of Europe, but we're looking decent in the league there, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.